of competition. He 2-1 Yusuf and he 2-0'd Ian. On the other side of it, for Samuel Bossotto, we did see him show up quite a bit in those monthly finals. He showed up in the round 2, round 3, and round 4 monthly finals, but Eric, he was only able to get to that 3rd place spot. Yes, there was a wedding there as well, but Samuel Bossotto never able to claim that monthly champion title.
I think he will really care about those if he's able to claim this one. This is the all-important one. Bossotto has won championships before, right? So all those players that have won those championships, they're all just waiting for this moment. This is where it really matters. But what I will say is you cannot underestimate anyone that is here. It doesn't matter the seed. If they are here, it is one best of 3 today that could send you home. So you have to be on top of your game.
Absolutely. Upsets are going to happen. We've already seen, I guess, at least one so far, and if you want to call higher an LCL an upset, which you can't, we'll say 2 just for good measure. And talking about Samuel Bossotto, like you said, no stranger to success. He's had 4 first-place finishes on ladder. He's had 23 in the top 10. He showed up in our monthly finals 4 times, as I just said, and he won our Brent Chong Cup 2 finals.
Yeah, I mean, quite the year. Nothing to be upset about. Obviously, he does want that championship, but he's battling a lot of his top-tier friends if he does make it through today, right? We spoke about Chasmac Gaming. One of his best friends, I would assume, Lucas, is on that same bracket side, and he's going to have to fight through that. It is not going to be an easy road. We have had upsets. First of all, I just want to touch while we have a brief moment while they're both making on the bridge. I'm happy for Igor, man. It was so much fun seeing him at that level again. And I'm not sure if it's the winner of this match that plays him, but we got World Finals Igor, so this is a good match for both of these people to really calibrate and get into it.
Yeah, Igor will be facing off against Hajime. The winner of this match will be facing off against KK or Surge TS, which is our next matchup. And talking about this, we do see some damage in, a very little bit of damage. But yes, Eric, Golem coming out here from Bobthercok with Heal Spirit, a very, very interesting composition here. And the Electro Dragon, I honestly think one of the strongest cards in the game right now.
I'm going to have to agree with you.
That happens.
It is extremely strong, but it doesn't disappear to a lightning spell. But, I mean, it is an odd choice when you're running Golem. I think Golem has been very, very weak in the past, I would say the whole year. I have not seen a meta where Golem is that, you know, powerful that we've seen in 2018, even had some moments in 2019, but when I really get down to it, this year I just don't see where it fits in the meta. There's a lot of lightning value.
Yep, and there it is once again. Lightning comes in, Piggy on the tower. Cannon Cart is there, does avoid that lightning as the Mother Witch gets a little bit more damage in. 1761 to 2904, and a very, very rough matchup, Eric. What do you do here if you're Bobthercok? You know that lightning's gonna come down on top of anything behind your Golem, and you know that P.E.K.K.A.'s always going to run right into the face of it.
Yeah, and on top of that, that Golden Knight defensively, if needed, could end up targeting onto that Lumberjack just to buy you more time. I like what he's doing here in the sense that he's trying to get that lightning block onto the Electro Dragon so it doesn't go down. He's able to keep it alive, and this is where it can get tricky for him. But
and that Ram Rider goes all the way through on tower as we're praising Bobthercok for defending that Electro Dragon, which he does a very good job of, making it hard to get the lightning in. A Ram Rider with a sliver of HP squeezes on through.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great play from Bob to really tank for that Electro Dragon, but the job is not done there. You need to stay focused. That Ram Rider, you cannot give up that damage, especially when you've struggled so much to actually do any damage in this matchup. That is severe damage. Here we go with the lightning. This time, not able to get a lightning block, and this bomber will go down. This is pretty much game over.
Yeah.
To a certain extent, it's not that he played horribly. I think the deck choice was just not good.
Yeah, that is a really, really tough matchup. And also, like you said, Eric, even if it's not just matchup dependent, I don't love the deck coming out here from Bobthercok, and he's getting punished for it. And that's one of the things that's going to happen at this level, especially against someone as good as Samuel Bossotto.
Yeah, you can take calculated risks. But a Golem at this stage in the meta in the game is more than just a calculated risk. It seems like he just threw a Hail Mary down, said if I get a good matchup against Bossotto, this is a free win with Golem. but it was like a 90% chance it's not going to be a favorable matchup.
And the way that Bobthercok played that goal, so two players that are here at World Finals, one of them that's already been eliminated. Here we go, game number 2, Bobthercok back up against the wall, and Samuel Bossotto coming out with a most likely very fast drill cycle deck.
Yeah, and I don't mind this out of Bossotto. I think drill is very risky, but when you're up a game and you realize that Bob was a little bit on the slower end of the reaction time, maybe this is the type of deck you want to use. You want to force those quick reactions out of him. He goes ahead and uses the ability. This won't lead to much. It'll get a couple of hits here. He has guards for it as well. And I saw Bob squint earlier when that firecracker went down, but I'm not sure why. You have arrows for that firecracker, you have that Mother Witch as well, and that I want to see what other defense Bossotto has for the Archer Queen. But if it's not great, he could actually do a ton of damage with it.
So looking like it's going to be zap plus arrows here for Bobthercok, and maybe that's why we saw the wins. He's not sure what he needs to arrow. Is it going to be the drill? Is it going to be the firecracker? Is it going to be the guards or the wall breakers?
Yeah. I think it's going to come down to him getting out-cycled more than specific answers to things, especially if you have that Mega Knight on top of everything, right? You can always just Mega Knight, and he needs to be careful with this. An ability here could be very dangerous for him. That Valk is going to go down. That Tesla's going to go down. Miner taking there for the Archer Queen, but guard saved him.
Yeah, that's a really nice play by Samuel Bossotto, recognizing what he needed to take care of. He goes ahead and decides to eat that entire damage there from the Miner. A last-second zap there from Bob. Very great play. Keeps both those wall breakers off the tower. 1980 to 23-13 as a drill comes down.
Yeah, and to be honest, I think Bob should win this match. The more I look at it and the more I see the answers, it's all about, can you be patient enough, set up the right push, get that value zap? And I don't mean on defense. You know the zaps that we've seen out of Javi in the past?
Yes, sir.
That retarget when your Mega Knight has 1 HP left, that Tesla goes down, you retarget onto the Miner, you get that on board. That is where you win this game, but you have to be creative. If you just keep running into the same wall over and over again, Bossotto doesn't really make mistakes.
And now the balloon comes down. Tesla does come down as well to pull that balloon to the center, but we're going to have to see what he wants defensively. There's the fireball, and there goes the balloon.
Yeah, that was just perfect defense. Fireball saved earlier in the day when we saw the loon with Igor, and it's back at it again. That pushback is so important. He forces out the Mega Knight early here, and even with this is a good play for him in the sense that, yes, he was able to defend, but look at the health on that Mother Witch. Even some splash from the Firecracker is able to take that down.
And there you go. That's exactly what you're talking about, Eric. Firecracker splash comes in.
The Tesla
does not pull, and the fireball comes in last second. A bit of an overspent. How is Bob going to punish here? Mega Knight jumps to the Tesla. No Valkyrie in cycle. Great King Tower activation there. That is exactly what you need to fix that negative elixir trade that came down just a moment ago with that misplaced Tesla.
Yeah, you said how is Bob going to punish here, and it ended up being Bossotto that punished somehow. He misses the Tesla, and he's the one that punishes. That is what makes a great player. He activates that King Tower, allows him better defense, but he still needs to be careful. I have a weird feeling the ability is going to be a problem.
And there we go. Archer Queen getting tanked for by the Miner. Valkyrie does come down last second. Samuel Bossotto just barely in the lead. Bobthercok calling good game again, and that's where you need that mental fortitude. He might feel like it's sewn up, but there's still 70 seconds left.
I don't know the good game call. If it was, I thought he was in a better position than ever in the game, right?
Yeah.
He was able to get a ton of damage there. He has an elixir lead on top of everything. The Valk is going to do a lot of work, but now he forces out the Tesla early on. He's able to get that loon with the Tesla being a little bit more damaged, but just giving up a little too much fireball value.
Is just a beautiful fireball. Bossotto should be back to a Tesla. There it is. And Bobthercok seeing the writing on the wall, maybe before you and myself. 461 to 740. 30 seconds remain.
That splashes.
And it does splash, and you get the wow out of Bob.
You get the wow, but I mean, you see a firecracker, you can't put something in front of the tower. You know, it's one of those wows that I think was self-inflicted, and
there we go. Bobthercok is eliminated. He skated by a hair.